And I think the biggest thing too is in the past, I would doing intermittent fasting and all those type things and was able to, just not have the energy to kind of, drive for the rest of the day and just be, wasted, if you will. Now with the education that you've given me, as well as the complement of the weight training, I'm able to have a lot more energy. And that was a struggle at first for me, right, when I started this. But now I see it in a much different way. So I highly recommend it. It's been great for me. I see a difference. My family sees a difference thus far. It just felt good at the end. Eldridge Banks, work in human resources, family man, have 4 children, and have kind of always been interested in fitness, but really wanting to take it to a higher level, if that makes sense. So excited to kind of be here. So, for me, this started off, I think mentally and physically, I was at a place where I would say stagnant. I wasn't intentional at all when it came to fitness. I've always done different things, whether it's been like Orange Theory or CrossFit or those type things. And at the beginning of the year, I really wanted to be focused on just more definition. And from a physical standpoint, I always have worked out, but just never as consistent, I think, as I would like to be doing, the work in regard to whether it's weights, whether it's running, it just would be haphazard, for lack of a better word. So that's kind of where I was before. As I look at me now, just totally different. Really focused, much more intentional on what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. I was a regular alcohol drinker, so drinking every night with sweeteners and stuff. The thing I like now is I'm still able to drink socially, but in a much different way, without sweeteners. But at the same time, just more focused on the food tracking. It really helped me understand what I need to be at from a weight perspective. From a physical standpoint, with you including the weight training with Joe, it's just been amazing. I think because it has allowed me to, one, be focused on just the endurance side of it, and then obviously turn that into the strength side. It really kind of comes together now to kind of get me to a place where I'm consistent, doing it every day, with 1 or 2 days off, and just really driving for, I think, the right end state of definition, which I'm already beginning to see. When I think about, just my mindset, what has really helped me more than anything is just the consistency and the intentionality of being able to focus each and every day. It's been a truly positive experience. And I think the biggest thing too is in the past, I would doing intermittent fasting and all those type things and was able to, just not have the energy to kind of, drive for the rest of the day and just be, wasted, if you will. Now with the education that you've given me, as well as the complement of the weight training, I'm able to have a lot more energy. And that was a struggle at first for me, right, when I started this, but now I see it in a much different way. There were points when I was just like, oh, it was physically hurting, right? In the sense of just sitting for so long and being in that thing in the bars. But I was just like, you know what? I'm not stopping. I'm going through. And I also, I think Joe had suggested I needed to at least hit 45 minutes. So I was like, I'm going to make sure that I beat that time.
Yeah.
So just really physically being able to just push through. And I attribute that to being able to have the right fuel to get that done. It just felt good at the end to kind of go through there. So I think it was just the culmination of just pulling all of that together to say, hey, I'm in it and I can just see the benefits. when I talked to Joe initially about what this would look like, I was like, yeah, this sounds good. I've done weight training before, but he was saying like endurance and strength, and I was hearing it, but I just, until you actually go through it, it was, I think, just the, independence to be able to go through the program, as well as I think just the focus of, consistency and all those other things that I mentioned before. So that's what feels different to me than, other things that I've tried before. I would say it's for somebody that, I think you have to be ready to challenge yourself, right? Because, obviously it is independent. So you have to have the, mindset and the mentality to be like, yes, I'm going to get up every day. Somebody that just has a goal and you want to accomplish that goal in a way that allows you to focus on nutrition as well as it allows you to focus on the fitness side of it. I'm honored to be able to be going through the program. And I think anyone that just has that same type of mentality of, I want to see a change, I want to be able to eat in a way that is sustainable long term, I highly recommend it. It's been great for me. I see a difference. My family sees a difference thus far.